So in this video, I will be sharing with you guys music that takes me back in time. Music that has created memories in my mind. So basically, I'm just going to be like sharing a memory or an event from my life and a song that takes me back to that moment. So I was trying to take this back to like the 90s, but it was kind of hard to like go back and just think of everything. I know I have memories out there, but they just weren't coming in. But one song that really stuck out and it just clicked in my head was by Blue Cantrell, and it's called Hit 'Em Up Style. This memory is so simple, but it just takes me back in time where I had no worries in life and it was just a carefree time, and my sister, my cousin, and I, we would just be sitting in the apartment complex stairs, eating chips and drinking a soda and jamming to this song. And before there was iPhones and iPods and all that good stuff, there were these things called CD players. And my sister had saved up her money to buy one. So we would just be outside, chilling and singing to the song. And I knew all the lyrics to it. And we thought we were so cool. The funny thing about the song, it talks about betrayal and cheating. And here we are, these 9-year-old, I was like 9, my sister was like 10. And we're all jamming to this song. Back in the 90s, I was more of an NSYNC girl than a Backstreet Boys fan, but there was this one song for Backstreet Boys that just brings back so many memories. Just in general, this song reminds me of my childhood, but there's this one time when it was on my 5th grade field trip. We were going to the zoo, I think, and I had the Backstreet Boys CD and the NSYNC CD, and everybody wanted to listen to this one song. The song was from the Backstreet Boys called As Long As You Love Me.
Friend of mine, I'm leaving my life in your hands.
That was just a fun memory of jamming to the song on the bus because I was a shy kid. So it was just funny that I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna sing along. It was kind of like a musical, like High School Musical on a bus, except we were in 5th grade. So I'm Hispanic, in case you guys didn't know that. And yes, I do speak Spanish and I listen to Spanish music. So I was trying to retrace my steps of songs, Spanish songs that I had memories of. And I know there's tons of them, but I couldn't think of any on the spot. But there was this one song that I love, and it brings back a memory when I went to Guatemala to go visit my family, and my uncle took us on a hike to some like jungle. I am serious, it was very humid and hot and gross, but it was so much fun. And on our way up there, we were in my uncle's Jeep, so you can imagine like in mountains and like full of like rocks and water streams, and we had to go over the water streams. The Jeep was just like everywhere, but we were having so much fun. And this song, I remember my uncle blasted it, and me and my sister were singing along to the lyrics, and my uncle was surprised because he didn't even know we listened to Spanish music. He's like, these American kids, they don't listen to Spanish music. But me and my sister, we had some Latina in us, and we were jamming to it. The song is called La Vida es un Carnival, and it is by this Cuban singer who passed away. Her name is Celia Cruz. I just love this song because it makes me feel so happy, and the song actually talks about enjoying life and being carefree and singing and dancing and not crying, and I just remember how happy that song would make me. So this next song I chose takes me back to my middle school years. The song is from Simple Plan and it's called Perfect. I just remember pausing the song and then writing down the lyrics because I really wanted to learn the song. And I remember once I wrote down all the lyrics and I learned the song word for word, I would just go into my room and sing it at the top of my lungs. Hey, Dad, look at me. Think back and talk to me. Did I grow up according to plan? I just really loved the song. I mean, there was some things that I could relate to, but for the most part, it was just like one of those songs that I really loved and I just enjoyed like rocking out to as like a 12-year-old. My first 2 years of high school, I didn't really have a lot of friends, and I just remember hanging out with my sister constantly, like after school and even during lunchtime. And I remember she had the best taste in music, and every band that she discovered, I wanted to know about it. And I would be like, hey, can I borrow your CDs when she would buy one? And one of her favorite bands was Taking Back Sunday, so I started getting into Taking Back Sunday. And there's this one song from Taking Back Sunday called Make Damn Sure, and it just reminds me of my sister and I having like a common interest in music. And I remember her and I just singing along to the song, and I loved it because it was just so loud.
Filled up with smoke, I got my veins up.
Senior year of high school, a song that really stands out is Lady Gaga's Just Dance. I'm not a big fan of Lady Gaga, but that song was poppin' at that time. Is that a good word to use, poppin'? Is that what you kids are using these days? I don't know. But that song was awesome because it was the first dance I had ever gone to. It was winter formal, and I remember me and my 3 best friends walking into the dance, and we all looked so cute in our dresses, and that song started. And we're like, we just stare at each other and we're like, let's go dance. And we all, the 4 of us and my friend's boyfriend, we were all just dancing around to that song. And I just remember that song. It was so fun. Like, I just let loose and free. Just like, I'm just gonna dance. Cause Lady Gaga is saying, just dance, it'll be okay. All-Star Weekend's Dance Forever. I love the song, and it was one of those songs that I played until I got bored of it. This was like the summer song after I graduated from high school. My best friend Christy and I, we would go ride our bikes down the creek and just be singing the song, blasting it, and it was so fun. It was just like a fun, giddy up song. The summer before I moved away from my house that I grew up in since I was like 12, I decided to really take advantage of that summer and enjoy every moment. One of the songs that remind me of that time is called The Light That Never Goes Out by the Smiths. It reminds me of the time that me and my cousins, we went ice blocking, and since then, it was actually the last time we went ice blocking. It's already been like almost 2 years, and because every summer we would go ice blocking. And since I was moving away, that was gonna be like the last summer that we were all 4 together. My 20th birthday was probably the best birthday. It was a great birthday, but it was also a sad birthday. I just went to Round Table Pizza with my mom, my cousin, her 2 kids, Ernie and Steph, my sister, and my best friend, Jess. But it was great because I was with these people that I loved so much, and it was gonna be my last birthday in Modesto. Birthday by Kings of Leon. I remember it was being played because we were making little videos with like my friend's iPhone, and that song came on, and I guess it just became my 20th birthday song. About a year and a half ago, I moved out of my house back in Modesto, and I moved to Los Angeles. And I remember when I packed up my car and I headed down to LA, I had this CD that I was listening to, and it had all the songs from like that summer before I moved. One of the songs on there was really sad, and it was called Not That Far Away from Jennifer McCurdy. The song is about a young girl who leaves and is telling her mom, don't worry, I'm okay in this big city, I'm just here to make my dreams. And when I heard that song on my way to LA, I was bawling. Every time I hear that song, it's so sad. I was leaving my mom. She's like my favorite person in the whole world, and listening to that song and having to leave home for the first time was horrible. That being said, when I moved to Los Angeles, I didn't know a lot of people. So when I was bored, I would just grab my keys, get into the car, and just drive for fun. And one of the songs that I remember that I would just blast, put down all my windows, and just listen to, this song is called Midnight City from M83. It's one of those songs you just listen to and you don't sing along to, but it's so relaxing and it just makes you think and really enter this world of imagination and freedom, and I just love it. My first year in LA was definitely difficult. I struggled a lot financially, emotionally, the list goes on and on. It was a great experience because I was living out on my own and I was making it, but at the same time I just felt like I didn't belong here, and I really missed home. I was completely homesick, and just the job hunt was so difficult. One of those songs that brings me back to the difficult time that I was going through when I first moved here is Shake It Out by Florence and The Machine. I remember I would drive to my job. I worked at a restaurant in Beverly Hills, and I hated that job. And I just remember I would blast the song every day before I went to that horrible job. And it was just kind of like one of those songs I would just be like, shake it out. You know, everything's gonna be okay, like, you're fine, it's gonna get better. However, there is positive songs that remind me of LA. One of them is Work of Art by Rachel Platten. And this song actually reminds me of a positive time in LA. I was kind of like ready to begin my dreams and my journey, and I was positive and I had a great outlook on life. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I'm gonna make another one. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a little series. I don't know. I'll have to definitely think back to like my past and try to remember songs that were a soundtrack to my memories. I think it would be fun if you guys left a video response and told me your guys' memories, music memories, and that would be awesome. So please do that if you can. Thanks for watching. Bye!